So remember Felicity Huffman took a deal?
Oh, I actually heard about this.
Yeah. Remember Felicity Huffman took a deal?
Yes, yeah. Two people in the exact same situation. One went one way and one went another way.
And she got 14 days in jail, I believe.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I gotta love Norm's new bit on Instagram. He's on Instagram now. He's saying free Felicity Huffman. She doesn't belong on death row. And he's standing at places with signs.
It's just
He's being a dick. But Lori Loughlin, however, decided, I'm going to fight this.
yeah.
I will be fighting this. Lori Loughlin hit with new bribery charges in college administration scandal.
By the way,
Whoa.
this is a felony now. Now we're talking. This is double felony. Like you're now upgrading to a whole new situation here.
TV actress Lori Loughlin and her fashion designer hubby were among hubby. Come on, man, write like adults. Were among nearly a dozen parents slapped with additional bribery charges Tuesday, stemming from the nationwide college administration scandal. Authority says the extra charge, conspiracy to commit federal programs bribery, is still tied to the original case against the celebrity pair that they allegedly shelled out $500,000 in bribes to get their daughters into the University of Southern California. But the fact that the feds pushed for additional rap and a grand jury in Boston just delivered it to them appears to indicate prosecutors' attempts to heap on stiffer penalties for the defendants, choosing to continue to fight their cases instead of copping a plea deal, as several others have already. Loughlin and her husband are already facing charges of wire fraud and money laundering. So now they're going after. They're basically punishing them for not taking the plea
But that's
deal.
what they do when you don't take the deal. Like, you don't take a deal when you know 100%, fuck you, I'm innocent. I'll fucking fight this shit to the grave. You know, it's like somebody accuses you of rape and you didn't rape any. You're like, I will fight this to the grave. When they got you on this kind of financial bribery type stuff, like Felicity Huffman was smart. She's like, I need this to go away. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Felicity Huffman's going to be back to work a lot sooner than Lori Loughlin is now.
Yeah, in 14 days.
But that's what I mean. But then it's going to die down. Nobody's going to care. She's going to go, I'm sorry, I paid my fines. I'm done. And they're going to go, cool, that's fine. And she'll be back to work. This bitch is not going to be back to work. Like, this is
Not
going
like
to.
she was working to begin with before.
No, she had a
but-
lot of Hallmark Channel gigs.
Oh, and then Fuller House.
That's a sweet gig. Like the people should know, like, oh, you're not an A-lister, but like the fucking, you got like nonstop work from the Hallmark Channel. They're paying, and it's, you know, it's awful Christmas movies and shit.
Well, I've said with this before, like, you know,
Michael Bublé soundtracks.
I'm a little torn with it because I do understand what they did was wrong, and I do understand what they did was illegal, and I get it. And I also do believe you should have probably taken a deal. I mean, if I was in that situation, I would like to think I'd take the deal and just be out of it.
Take the deal.
But it's kind of fucked up that they're trying to crucify these people because they got caught doing something that so many people have done.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, look at the Como family. How many of the people get into because they donate money?
The Comos are, that's good genetics, man. Those people are smart, they're strong, and they're handsome.
But it's just one example of if you're connected, you know, the things that would happen. I forget what company was it recently that donated $50,000 to Chuck Schumer's campaign, and then they gave his daughter a job. Like, this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff happens all the time, or gave his fucking niece a career. This kind of stuff happens all the time, and I'm not saying, look, what you did was wrong. You think you're better, but at that point is when you have that much money and you have kids and you see everybody around you is getting their kids into these colleges and getting better opportunities. You go, you know, it's fucking like The Simpsons. Yale does need an international airport,
and I can't promise if I wasn't super successful, I wouldn't pull the same strings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's
I don't know, man.
To me, I'm not like. It's easy to say when you don't have a kid, but when you have a kid, you're like, yeah, I don't like. No offense, I don't give a shit about your kids. Like, I want my kid to do good. If my kid's gonna get a better opportunity, you know, make it rain on these hoes. There's ways to do it to a point where it's not this blatant, but you know, I can't promise in the same situation I wouldn't be like, all right, but he's going to get a scholarship and he's going to get on all the records as having, you know, played sports and stuff. Yeah, fuck it. They're just trying to.
But what I love about this, this scenario, right, is that they're going after Lori Loughlin, right? They're going after all these people that paid the money to they paid this money to this third party. They're going after this third party guy. This basically this middleman, this facilitator who does all this stuff. Notice what's not happening. Nobody's going after the colleges.
Well, hey, you
No,
calm
no,
down.
but I think this is important. It needs to be pointed out because it's easy to look at this and go, Lori Loughlin hated Trump. Fuck her. She should go to jail for 500 years. It's easy to think that and to say that, right? And I'm not saying what Lori Loughlin didn't do was illegal. I'm not saying that middleman, what he didn't do wasn't fucking illegal. But why are the colleges getting off? The colleges get to play stupid. The colleges get to fall for fake photoshops. They don't get to do their due process and check if these people were really on a road team. They don't get to, because if I were to if you and I, when we were in our fucking 20s, faked an application and I photoshopped me dunking a basketball, or you know what I mean, or saying that I was a genius and I was in all these clubs, normally these colleges, especially these big colleges, USC and stuff, would follow up. They'd be like, oh, was she really in this? So they know to sit here and pretend that these colleges didn't know also what was happening is bullshit. And they get off scot-free, and they get all this, especially USC and all these places.
Well, yeah, and they also want the celebrity kid at their school.
Exactly.
You know,
so they get all this federal funding, and they get all this money, but they get to be let off the hook, and nothing happens to them. Nothing's going to happen at USC. Do you understand that at USC, if you were a star football player who came from a fucking inner city community, and somebody bought you a Whopper because, hey, man, good game, let me buy you a Whopper, you would get suspended. You get thrown off the football team. They would sanction the team. The team wouldn't be able to compete in the playoffs. But over here, these colleges could just let people in because their last name is fucking Como or fucking Huffman. They let these kids into school, and it's perfectly fine. They're allowed to do it. They face no repercussion. It's fucking bullshit, man. It really, really is fucking bullshit that now all these colleges are just going to get off scot-free because we didn't know. We're supposed to be higher learning and we're smarter than you. But when it comes to this, we're just really stupid. We didn't catch on to that. You know, we're really mad at Lori Loughlin for lying to us too. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. Not to mention recently now they've tampered down. But speaking of football players, colleges that wanted to keep their players, they just tell the teachers to give them A's. Even though they were flunking out.
Of course. Some of those colleges, the coach is the most powerful guy in the fucking school.
You forget colleges. What about high school?
High schools too. But
if you think LeBron James actually graduated with a C average, you're crazy. The only reason it says a C average is because they wanted to make it look realistic.
Yeah, because he's so dumb.
Because he's
like,
a stupid person. They couldn't give him an A.
Not sending him out there with B's. We're gonna look like retards.
Yeah, you look educated. You look uneducated.
Yeah, but college is more so because, you know, there are certain towns in America where the entire town revolves around the college, and the college is the king, and then on top of that, the coach is the king of the college because they need that sports money, and it's weird, man. They could just walk in and change your grade with their own pen.
it absolutely blows my mind that all these people are going to get fucked over because they tried to use a system that these colleges knew that was happening. And by the way, are still using it. They're just finding more clever ways to do it. Luke Button, what's the largest single donation you've ever received? I don't know. Well, you gave me $5. It definitely wasn't $5.
I think it was 100. I think we've got
200. I think
we've gotten two. Yeah, from people like not Streamlabs, but like.
Mm-hmm. No, we've gotten a Streamlabs one recently. It was 100. Like, remember the guy's like, "Hey, did my $100 go through?"
Oh yeah, that was when everybody was and then it was the time everybody was trying to outdo each other.
But if you want to beat it, I guess the goal is 500.
1,000.
Million.
500,000.
500,000 million.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Okay, and then we'll get you to USC.
It's fine. They'll just keep printing money.
Yeah, who gives a shit? It's worthless now anyway.